McCain's mansion started in the converted motel that's the headquarters for Brave New Films. And it began, like a lot of our best ideas, from research that we get from the blogs. We were reading, we were hearing about the fact that McCain had 5, 7, 9, 10 homes, depending on who you talk to. I said, this story is not getting out there. Jason, Dallas, Philip, we all put our heads together and said, let's get pictures, let's get video, let's show the people what it means to have so many homes. Because it's one thing to say it, it's a very different thing when you see multi-million-dollar home after multi-million-dollar condo.
We took the mansions and we juxtaposed them with a woman who had lost her home.
For us, it was a choice between whether we were going to put food on the table or pay the electric bill or pay the mortgage.
We edited them together, and now we had the video. At that point, the press and marketing people at Brave New Films went to work.
On that Friday, we went out with a limited release of the video as a sneak preview. So it was put up on the Huffington Post, it was put up on The Swamp, which is the Chicago Tribune's political website.
McCain's Mansions was released on Monday. It's already been viewed by 250,000 people.
It was the #2 most viral video on the internet. New York Times picked up the story. The Washington Post picked up the story. We were very pleased with the fact that lots of people were watching this. Jonathan Martin from Politico interviewed John McCain and asked him,
how many houses do you and Mrs. McCain have?
I think I'll have my staff get to you. I'll try to tell you about it.
I could not have written a line more devastating if I'd spent a week in front of the computer saying, what's the one thing McCain could say that would indict him? And at that point, everything has exploded.
And John McCain just fell into a big, giant, steaming pile of symbolism.
The rest is history. It got picked up by everybody. It was all over the news.
Unsure about how many homes he and his wife actually own.
And John McCain couldn't even guess how many homes he owns when a reporter asked him.
It could fairly be characterized as the biggest single moment of the general election in terms of changing the dynamics of the election.
He couldn't seem to remember how many homes he and his wife own.
There's just a couple of us out here in Culver City in a little room. Show up every day doing as much research as we can, and we can only hope that when we put something out there, it gets picked up.
And here's one house America can't afford to let John McCain move into.
This new Obama ad lashes out at John McCain, who couldn't remember in an interview yesterday how many homes he owns.
Well, it's 7.
Obama today in Virginia.
If you don't know how many houses you have, then it's not surprising that you might think the economy was fundamentally strong.
So you had this explosion of video, stories, interests, all of which had begun in a small editing room in this little converted motel.